You've got a mixed bag of non-farm payroll. GDP is very strong in the US. Equities are still being bought. However, CPI is the wayward child. This categorically needs to be firm if the dollar has any chance of a comeback. Patrick Reid, the Adamis Principle. The Canadian dollar has responded to hints that the Bank of Canada Governor Stephen Poloz plans to raise interest rates in the immediate future. Loonie dollar traders will be closely watching Wednesday's interest rate decision. Therefore, can traders expect further CAD uptrend?
It's not often you see the price of oil go down and the CAD go up. In the last 4 days, WTI has come up from $47 and now we sit around $44. Also, a mixed bag from the US in non-farm payroll, coupled with some very strong numbers out of Canada, helped the loonie gain by 100 points last Friday. So what does this mean? Well, as you rightly said, the market is laser focused on Wednesday, with a hike pretty much priced in. You could see a smaller leg up, but be careful, because I think the smart money would be profit taking. So in that sense, you might want to fade the loonie.
This week sees the release of US CPI figures. Rising inflation would be a catalyst to push the Fed towards raising interest rates. However, previous figures have fell below market forecasts. This week sees several US speeches alongside Fed Chair Janet Yellen. In your opinion, is US inflation set to be the big watch this week?
One word, yes. Every Tom, Dick and Harry will be watching Friday's CPI. So here's a snapshot of where we're at. You've got a mixed bag on non-farm payroll. GDP very strong in the US. Equity still being bought. However, CPI is the wayward child. This categorically needs to be firm if the dollar has any chance of a comeback.
And Patrick, the recent G20 meetings witnessed world leaders from across the globe conducting bilateral meetings, alongside trade deals and discussions. With the UK building further trade relations with India, are bilateral trade negotiations set to drive the sterling higher than UK data releases this week?
Yeah, trade agreements will play second fiddle to politics and Brexit and then data. It looks good on paper, of course, especially with the backslapping and the croissants for breakfast. But cable has bigger worries. So technically, we've been selling into 130.50 for a while, and again more at 130. So this looks very, very tired, and it should cap any rally. The key level here to watch for buyers to come in is 127.75. This looks like with almost certainty, because we're now below 129.
Thank you for joining us, Patrick, and sharing your insight. So that's what to look out for in this week ahead, but stay tuned for plenty more broadcasts coming your way.